FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Now Winston. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Winston. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for the yard touchdown run. And the Saints will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action now. Winston. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play fake. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Jameis to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Got an open man. It's Washington. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Off the play fake, Winston. It's caught, Smith. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's checking. Check 24, check 24.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now to the air. Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw it is Locke. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. 55 is Mike, 55. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Here we go, D. All day,
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get your square ball. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Record. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On play action, Locke. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To throw, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Carter. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 55 mark, 55.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 31, Locke winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 5.
Watch the run, watch the run. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll go again with Gibson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
26 Mike. Here we go.
Block off of play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 33 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, Winston again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The first down throw for Winston. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Again, it's Winston. He's got the tight end, Vanette. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. Throwing, Winston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
We got four. We got four. Four is the Lions. Squeeze.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. To the air again with Winston. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
48,
Here's Winston. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw again. Winston. Complete. Smith has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
36, 36. Read, 48, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Winston to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. A give to Gibson running right. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Check pass, Say, bang, 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 bang. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Throwing now is Locke. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Staying on his feet. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. He can't hit. He's not going to get me. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Here's Locke to throw. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. No chance. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston now. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chase Young, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Switch up, switch up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go.